Welcome back. My name's Trey Herrera. For those who are new, I am working on this here 240 1J. Pretty much we're just finishing it up today. I found most of the issues with this car. It was cutting out on boost, and then it would spike boost. Number one, I replumbed all the vacuum lines, which I'm pretty positive that's everything that was causing the spike in boost. Specifically around the wastegate area. The wastegate was not plumbed correctly. And then I replumbed I put all new vacuum lines on it. I found a bunch of different vacuum lines which would cause it to cut out under load. I also found that the valve cover gasket was leaking into the spark plug tunnels. So the spark plugs were getting filled with oil a bit. So it's burning some oil, but it was also causing the plugs to foul. So I replaced the spark plugs. We re-gapped everything. I believe 22 thousandths for the spark plugs. And now we're just gonna do the oil change, and then we're gonna take her out for a road test. But everything so far is nice and clean. Everything's buttoned back. I redid a lot of the grounds as well. You guys seen the trunk in the last video. I mounted the ECU actually, and I tucked it away so you don't see the ECU anymore, but it's actually on the floorboard. You can't see it in there no more. It was just hanging down in there. These are things that I just didn't feel that was completely necessary to film. So, but today we're gonna get it buttoned up. We're gonna take it for a road test, make sure everything is correct. All right, guys, we got everything taken care of. I'm gonna go for a little road test. I gotta be real gentle with this dude. All right, so where I left off yesterday is I finished up working on Devontae's car. He took it, and I didn't know it was gonna snow so bad, and I'm pretty mad at myself, but it is what it is. Now look at my GTO right now. Look at this thing. Not hype. Not hype on this at all. All right, last night I decided to test out the wife's car and do some donuts.
Yeah, you did.
She was kind of salty at me.
I'm like, stop messing with my car. It's brand new.
So yeah. Now we get to go for a ride again.
No.
Why not? Dad, you want to do some donuts?
Yeah, let's go.
So she has these cool little modes.
I actually had fun. Not gonna lie.
She was mad, but she wasn't mad. It was one of those things. She looks angry, but she pops a smile on the side.
Yeah.
So I know. Lack of GTO content. The GTO has just been chilling. Unfortunately, it is outside right now, and I didn't realize the storm was going to be as big as it was. But we got 10 inches last night, and it was still coming down when I started to work in the garage today. So yeah, that sucks. Anyway, I hate Colorado, guys. Just the weather here kind of sucks, and you guys are already seeing my issues. Weather, elevation, not being able to do stuff for several months because of the weather. So we got to figure something out, and I'm gonna leave that at that. So what we're gonna do for the rest of the night is one, I'm gonna clean up this car a little bit, like the inside stuff, and then two, I think I'm gonna start working on the fender flares. I know I've been talking about that forever, but now's the time, I guess. I don't really have a whole lot going on, so I do have stuff to do on this thing that I kind of just been putting off because the GTO usually gets the spotlight on this channel, and this thing is a really solid car. I just need to get it right. I need to stop being lazy about it, to be honest. So maybe we should just try to slam this thing down all the way and go have some fun, I guess. All right, guys, what we're gonna do is I'm actually just gonna mount these wheels, and we're gonna order some tires for it tonight, and we're just gonna run it. Yeah, here we go. Now I can't wait to put the fender flares on here so it has that nice wide look, but for now this works. Yeah, the back end looks a lot better. Now I just gotta do the front. Look at this. It's literally been snow. Like, I think it snowed about 3 or 4 times in the last 2 weeks. My dyno has gotten canceled. So this is what we're doing. Devontae's car is actually back at his house for the time being as well, because because of the snow, number one, and then we have some other stuff going. So once this kind of clears up, he'll be back over here, and then I'll be working on his car. All right, so what is the plan for the day? Today, I will be I'm gonna be working on the fender flares on the BMW. I'm also gonna be going over to my buddy Strat's shop to get some 1JZ information that I can't necessarily find on the interweb. Just kind of pick his brain. He has 2 1JZ cars, and this will help me fix Devontae's car properly. It's not a lot of information. I'm more so just asking on fueling stuff and what kind of fuel does the 1J take in stock form, that kind of thing. But we'll figure that out today, and I'm sure you guys are gonna comment before the video's over, so also be a good chance to check out what he's working on. He does a lot of import stuff. He does a lot of stand stuff. His stuff is really, really cool. So I'm gonna make sure it's cool with him that I film first before I show up. But yeah, it should be a good productive day. We'll get cracking on these cars and go from there. So I definitely feel like I probably should do more of the vlog style stuff, just to keep content rolling, because I do a lot of car stuff in general all the time. It's just not necessarily stuff on my own cars, and so I don't necessarily film it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, if you guys like the vlog style stuff, and I will try to make more consistent content that way instead of specific videos for each car. Something to eat real quick, and then we'll check in with Strat and see what the deal is. So this is what we're working with. Yesterday I kind of started on the fender flares, but I was really sore. I happened to do shows Sunday night at the Gaylord at the Rockies Hotel, and you know, I took a little spill. I actually put the clip in. It was pretty good. I didn't really feel anything until the next day, which is typical. Kept riding, whatever, but you know, I came out here to work and then I didn't actually get anything done. So I mean, I taped off the fenders like I was going to work, but I was just super sore. So anyway, so today what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna get this mocked up and then hopefully get started on these fender flares and get some spacers. Maybe Strat could help me out with mounting and balancing some tires for me, so I could put all 4 wheels on with spacers and have the aggressive look I really wanted out of the BMW. So for all of this time, I've been, here, I'm just gonna set it down while I'm talking to you guys and taping this fender off. So for this whole time, you know, I kind of just been putting this stuff off because, you know, the focus has been on the GTO, but you know, I really want this car to look nicer. This car has so many accessories to look nicer than a lot of the cars out there. So, you know, you could do a lot for not a lot of money, which is really cool to me, because as everybody knows, car stuff costs a lot. And I am not one to spend a ton of money to get good results. There's a lot of options out there to get good results. So yeah, here's the wheels. The tire on here is just, it's a stretch tire, and it's way too much of a low pro on this thing. I'm not a full stance boy. I do want some grip. All right, this is kind of just a hood rich mock-up, just to kind of trace my lines. But just imagine hella tire poke, poke that out 1.5 inches more, and then it'll fill out. It'll fill out right in here. But yeah, I got like that much, which it's roughly, I think, about 1.5 inches or so space. And then I'm gonna use the smaller fender flares up front. But yeah, this is kind of what I wanna do for now. Then I gotta trim that guy back to match to the rear bumper here. But it should look nice and aggressive. Once we get this blue tape off of it, it won't look so stupid. But for now, that's what it is. All right, we're en route. We're gonna see what Strat says. Yeah, we're gonna figure out some 1J information today. I'm also gonna ask him about mounting and balancing some tires. Strat does a bunch of fitment style stuff. He also does like wire tucks and some performance stuff, but he's well known for making very, very pretty cars. So hopefully he has some cool cars in the shop. All right, guys, we got it all cleared. I had to ask for permission. Actually, he didn't even care. We've been talking for a little while, but we're here at his garage. This is 40, the SR. Actually, he has a ton of real cool stuff. Funny story. Tell him the story. Whose car is this?
Oh my gosh. So this car I've been working on for a while, and turns out that it's his cousin's car, which is super small world.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea. But I saw you looking at it, and you were like, dude, I think I know this car.
Yeah, so like I'm just staring at it. We're just having a conversation, whatever. Just staring at it, and I'm like, whose car is? Like, it looks super familiar. It looks super, super familiar. So then I walk over there, and then I'm like, that's my cousin's car.
That's my cousin's car. That's so funny, dude. I can't believe, did he reply to you?
Yeah, he did.
What did he say?
Oh, it's been broken for 4 months. I was like, whatever. Hey, cousin, because I know you watch my videos.
Yeah.
Your car's in good hands. You're totally fine.
Yeah, she should be fixed now though.
Yeah.
But yeah, small world. I still can't believe that.
It's so funny.
It's so crazy. So
anyway, everybody, this is Strat.
Nice to meet you.
What is your company?
So I own Style Up Garage. I do anything from, you know, wheel builds to anything with cars, you know, turbo swaps, motor swaps, a wide body, pretty much anything that you could think of that a performance shop would do. I don't do a lot of, like, you know, the alignments and tuning, but I have people who do that for me. So if you need anything done, you can look me up on Facebook or Instagram, and it's called Style Up Garage LLC on Instagram or Facebook, and then my Instagram is styleupstrat _strat. So
yeah, like, he does everything. The only thing I don't see in here, as you guys know, is anything LS right now.
No LS, no V8 stuff. But I did tell you, I do mess with V8s here and there. I do mess with V8s here and there. But no, guys, I don't do V8 stuff too often. I don't do Euros either. So I know a lot of guys come through and ask me to do this and that. But I don't do that. But next door, they do Audis and Volkswagens. So
bug this guy. Tell him to bring me in here.
Bring you in here. Bring you in here. You can come in here. You're welcome. Open arms. You know what I'm saying? So.
But yeah, he does everything. Like, what's this guy here?
That is a 4B11 for an Evo 10. And then you got a Mazda Speed 3 engine that I pulled.
Yeah, he literally got everything.
H22 that I pulled out.
You got your SR20. Evo over here too.
Yeah, so I personally got Evo. I've got the S14 that I just showed you. I've got the Acura EL imported from Canada.
Yeah.
And I have a whole bunch of other toys at home that I'm sure I'll pull out more this season.
Yeah. So yeah, ton of stuff. We kind of got the rundown on the 1J on the 240 I've been working on. So now we just got to get that 1J working real good, and we're good to go. But we'll probably be coming back here tomorrow and talking some stuff over, and then I could get those tires mounted for the BMW.
It's the time for games and it's the time to kill. Make up your mind, baby, cause the time is here.